Michella Chester here for NCAA.com. Today I'm joined by Creighton's Brittany Witt. And Brittany, you have a huge rematch with Marquette this week. You're a senior, so you have a lot of experience against this team. Can you describe this Big East rivalry?
Yeah, so every year that we play Marquette, obviously they're an amazing team. So whenever we have the weekend that's coming up that we play them, like it's never a hard game to get excited for or to um, work hard during the week to prepare for. So it's just always a good game that we get excited for because it's going to be a challenge and we know that it's going to be a dogfight and either team can show up and play amazing or they could, not always show up. So it's always exciting to see what's going to happen, and every single year ends up being an amazing match. So that's always something that we look forward to.
And you beat Marquette last time you faced them this season, but this time you have the chance at your sixth regular season Big East title. So how big is this matchup for you guys?
Yeah, it's a pretty big matchup. When we put it in those terms, we haven't really talked about that at all this season. But my mom brought it up to me, and she was like, "You have to beat them. Like that would be so exciting for that to be like the sixth year that you've won it in a row." So we don't talk about it much at practice or with coaches or anything, but in our heads, like that is something that is awesome that we'd be able to achieve. And I guess I hope we come out with a win.
A few weeks back, you were upset by Villanova. Marquette is now above you guys in the AVCA poll at number 9. So what kind of statement do you think a top 10 win would make after that loss a few weeks ago?
Yeah, I think a top 10 match winning like that will just show that we're a good team that can bounce back from a loss. Villanova played amazing, and they kind of showed like what we need to work on and still improve on late in the season. So I think coming back and getting a win would just show that we can bounce back and we are resilient, and we went back in the gym and just wanted to work on getting better.
What were those things that you took away from that loss that you needed to work on?
We were super high air in that match, so we worked on having the right airs and the wrong airs, because there are some times when an air is okay and we're like, oh, that was a good one. So just kind of limiting our airs and not letting one turn into another. So just really focusing on our first touches, and then if we do have a good first touch, making sure that we are able to terminate the ball on that. So just, yeah, working on that and being low air so that we can compete better.
Last time you faced Marquette, you had a career high of 35 digs. Will the backcourt defense be a focus again in this matchup?
Yeah, I think it started from our block. Our block did amazing that game, so it made it super easy for us defenders to read and be able to get touches on the ball. So I think going into this week of practice, we're going to put a huge focus on our block and then the defenders behind trying to get a touch on every single ball. And like I said, we've been really focusing on those first contacts, whether it be a dig or a serve receive. So I'm sure that'll be another emphasis that we focus on.
So you've still got Marquette and DePaul this week, and then the Big East Conference Tournament. As a senior, what are you looking to accomplish before you're done?
I think just with these last four conference games, just making sure that myself and the rest of the team, we leave everything out there and that we don't have to like look back on the last couple of weeks and say we got complacent or anything. So I think just still improving to get better, even though it's the last couple of weeks, and just going out and having fun and enjoying spending the time on the court playing with the rest of these girls.
All right, Brittany, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Tell me the first thing that comes to your mind, okay?
Okay.
All right, your favorite song right now?
Right now is Dance Monkey. It's just very upbeat, and it makes me really happy when I listen to it.
I'm not even going to lie, that's my favorite song too. Your funniest moment ever at practice?
I would say last week before practice, we've been working with the yoga balls and working on touches off that. And a couple of us were in there early and just messing around and seeing like how far we could punt it. And one of our players has a special trick that she can do and like to make it go super far. So I think that was probably the funniest moment, just before practice when a couple of us are in there early and just messing around.
What's a trend or fad that you're super into right now?
I'm really into the blue light glasses. I don't wear glasses personally myself, but I love wearing those right now, especially when I'm working on schoolwork and having to stare at a screen a lot. So that's definitely the fad that I'm into.
Okay, what's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Sweet potatoes is my favorite with the marshmallows on top.
Okay, and lastly, your biggest volleyball idol.
I would have to say Jordan Larson, even though I don't play the same position. Just growing up in Nebraska and always like watching her and how she is on the court and how she interacts with her teammates and everything, I think has always been something that I've looked up to.
All right, thank you so much, Brittany, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.